Hi, thanks for checking out our channel here. This is going to be kind of a overview, show and tell type of video on this particular remote control for electric fence chargers made by Gallagher. It's a fault finder slash remote control. So it's a 3-in-1 tool. It does voltage checks, fault finding. It can turn your fence charger off. Now people will call and ask, and they want a fence charger that they can turn on and off, but a lot of brands you have to buy. If you've got a big area, you want to get one of these, but you have to have the certain model of charger. Like these remote controls, the remote control part of it does not work with any other brand but the Gallagher. It has to be on all the I-Series model, which is currently there's 4 made right now. There's an 18 joule, 28 joule, 58 joule, and a 100 joule I-Series unit that these can work with. These are an accessory to buy. They're not part of one of those. When you buy one of those I-Series, you have to buy these separately. Not everybody wants the remote control. Some people will have the fault finders, the Gallagher fault finder already, and they don't think, well, I don't need a remote. I've got this. I can just use a cutoff switch to turn my fence off if I need to, sort of thing. What I like about these Gallagher ones, out of all the other brands like Speedrite and Ken Cove and Power Wizard, and the brands that sell a fence charger that can use remote controls on their particular models, these are repairable. You can get parts for these. I've never had to work on one, but you can get parts for these. So they're not throwaway. They do come with a 3-year warranty when you buy one, just like a fence charger does. They're pretty slick. They give you a lot of information on there. And you can see this is just a little sticker that's on the screen there, but it does your amperage, does your faults of your directional flow of your current for your faults, it does the voltage. You can have zones, at different zones of areas, but that's more accessories that you have to buy. Just not required when you buy one of those I-Series, but that's what they're out there for you to get if you wanted one. But we sold this to a customer. He bought an I-Series Gallagher fence charger, and he wanted a remote control for it. I said, well, you got to buy one. They don't come with it. He said, well, how much are they? And I gave him a price. I said, oh, sounds good. Give me the fence charger and give me one of those remotes. So I went down to Gallagher and picked one up and got it for him. So we're going to be shipping this out the door to him. But yeah, I really like these things. They're really handy. They are a tool. They're about $225 for these things, but they're a 3-in-1 tool. They're a voltmeter, a fault finder, and a remote control all in one. So the Gallagher fault finders on their own are about $100, $110 for those, and then their basic voltmeter is about $55, $60 for those. All those are both those testers are repairable too. They're not throwaways. So for about an extra $80, you get the remote control version after you buy when you buy the whole thing. After you put those other 2 testers into one, it's $150, so another $70 some dollar, $80, and you can get one of these testers. But you have to have the I-Series Gallagher to be able to use these. Now the fault finding and the voltage part of it will work on any brand, any model, but the remote control part of it only works on the I-Series Gallagher stuff. Same with any other brand, like Speedrite remote controls. They only work on the Speedrite units or Stay Fix units on their R-Series or I-Series. I think they cost something like Stay Fix M20 or M36R. That's a remote control, or the Stay Fix 36,000i or 36,000, whatever it is, or 12,000i. All those have those remote control stuff with them. You can't get parts for the remote controls. If they ever crap out on you and it's more than a battery, you got to throw it away and buy another remote. You can't get any parts for them, but you can get parts for these. I never had to work on one, but they are on my parts list for a parts breakdown, so I can get parts for them. So if you got one of these remote controls, they can be fixed. You just got to send it here and let me work on it for you. But these things aren't cheap. Like I said, they're $225 for just the tester alone. So they're not cheap to buy. You can go out and buy another one if you wanted to, but why not just get it fixed and save yourself some money? So pretty handy, but this is a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller than your hand. At least smaller than my hand. You can hold it right in your hand pretty easily. Slides into your pocket. It doesn't have a ground probe on it. There's a little plate inside the back of the unit on the inside that uses your body as a ground to, as you're standing out there, your feet touching the ground, so your body acts as a ground probe for it, so it doesn't require to have a ground probe. And you put your wire right across up here to get your readings and stuff like that across your fence. So it's a good tester. Gallagher makes good stuff. I mean, they're not an overpriced junk thing. They're really good product, really well made. Gallagher makes all this stuff in-house and outsource it to another company or slap their name on it or whatever. It's made by Gallagher in their own factory. You know, so all their quality control and R&D development stuff is all done by them in-house and stuff. So they do a good job. They put a lot of pride in the products to make sure that it's well made and everything. So yeah, so if you ever want a remote control unit, you've got to get, and with the Gallagher one, you know, you have to get the certain size model, which the smallest one they make is an 18 stored joule unit, probably 10-12 output, I would guess. So they do make a fairly smaller one, but you know, that's not super small, but not great big either. But yep, just get a hold of us sometime, and hope you like this kind of stuff. I mean, we work in all brands and ages of electric fence chargers, so we get a lot of different units coming in for repair. We don't get a lot of Gallaghers in unless they're old or been hit by lightning occasionally. So, yep, that's it for now. And until next time, see you later.